Hi, my name is Nick Bartolotta, founder of Dynamic Contraction Technique, and I'm going to be demonstrating a much better way to do an abdominal stretch than using the ab roller. I actually have decided to remove the ab roller from the program entirely. There have been far too many people who have caused secondary either shoulder problems or neck tension problems from overdoing the ab roller. And as you're going to see in this next video, it's completely unnecessary as a tool to create a profound stretch of the abdomen. In fact, there is a resistance stretching technique that I can show you that will very easily activate the abdominals and all aspects of the abs the way that you want to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. I think the best view of this is going to be with me laying on my back with my head towards the camera, and we have a side view as well, which will be helpful. There are two exercises that we're going to rotate through, and I'm going to demonstrate it as though you all have neck problems, because most likely the vast majority of you do not have the neck strength to do this correctly. At least that's been my experience thus far. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand, you're going to put it behind your head, then you're going to straighten out your right arm. Both knees are bent with your heels pretty close to your butt, and you're going to bring your shoulder blades up off the table. You're not in a full crunch, just the shoulder blades up here. And then you're going to side bend and touch your ankle. This is the motion. We're going to do 15 to 20 repetitions where we're literally reaching. If I put my feet further away, I have to reach farther. Notice I have to side bend a little more. Okay? This is not a direct line crunch for the rectus abdominis. This is for the transverse abdominis, which is on the sides, and it's for the obliques. So once you've completed about 20 on one side, switch hands. Now ankle touch to the left. You're really holding the weight of your head up with your opposite arm. The more you can side bend, the more you can activate the obliques. Now, I can almost hear you guys through the camera thinking to yourself, what is this doing? This is doing nothing. I promise you, in about 45 seconds, you're going to start to feel a profound burn start in the abs, especially the obliques. Okay? So now the second exercise, we're going to go right into it. Switch hands again. I call these cherry pickers. You guys have seen this in the ab workout in the previous videos. This is where you reach up and across as though you're grabbing a piece of fruit off of a tree, but you're supporting your neck. And I'm not using my center abdomen. I'm actually pushing. If you look closely, I'm pushing off my lower back, twisting and using my oblique. Really trying to reach high, holding the back of my neck so I don't fatigue my neck muscles at all. I'm going to do, I have no idea, I'm not really counting, but 15 to 20. I should really start to feel the burn, which I do. Then I'm going to switch. The more I can reach up and across and really visualize grabbing something that's just out of reach, the more my obliques are going to fire. Now you should be feeling a profound burn. Okay? Now you're not done. We're going to switch arms again, and you're back to ankle touching. Really make a big movement. Side bend. That burn should ramp up very quickly. It'll almost feel like you're getting nauseated, like an upset stomach. Switch. Now, if you already have the profound burn, you don't necessarily need to keep going. you can start the stretch, which I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate right now. So before I lose the fatigue in my abdomen, I'm going to lay on my stomach. I'm going to place my forearms directly underneath my shoulders. Okay? Now, I'm going to push my pubic bone forward into the table. Okay? As I do that, I'm pulling my elbows back towards my hips. They're not going to move though, and I'm pulling my breastbone forward and up. If I'm doing it correctly, I should feel a strong, high abdominal stretch. Okay? If you feel a crunching in your back, you're arching too much. Arch less. You're limited by the flexibility of extension in your spine. Okay? Now, turn your palms down. If you can do it, start to extend and bring the elbows off the table to draw it into the lower abs. Pull from the pubic bone forward. So I'm trying to slide my hands back, pull the pubic bone into the table and come up tall. Breastbone pushing forward, and now I feel all the way through to the lower abs. Now bend again, and now straighten one. Feel how you can draw the stretch along the lateral oblique. Let it bend, straighten the other. Same thing, feel it driving the pubic bone forward, pulling the hand backwards. This is a huge, huge abdominal stretch. The better you get at pre-activating with the glute work, the better the stretch is going to feel. Okay? Now, this is the fourth time I've demonstrated this today. So I felt a burn from my top abs, which are sore to the touch, all the way down to the lower abdominals. Okay? As you continue to do this and you get better, you're gonna feel more of the muscles. As your spine begins to open up, as you release your hamstrings, your upper back is gonna be able to arch more, you're gonna be able to get a deeper stretch. For now, a good technique to do to begin to open up your spine is to finish with cats and dogs, which is simply dropping your belly, arching, and then making like a cat and rounding your upper back. This is simply articulating the spine and starting to mobilize your back. The other tool that I've created that's a great adjunct to this is are the Chiro balls. I highly recommend getting those and learning how to use them and learning how to release the trigger points that have formed along your spine. Okay? That's the new official ab stretch that we're going to be using moving forward. If you want to make an argument for the ab roller, feel free. I would love to hear an explanation as to how utilizing the shoulders, the chest, and the neck muscles to stretch the abs is a good thing. So feel free, send your comments to the help desk, and if your comment is a good comment, I will respond to it personally. Okay? Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next series of videos.